All right, guys, something new this year. We're going to look at the four remaining teams in the semis. We're going to talk a little bit about how they got there, what their draft looked like, what their team looks like, why they're in the position they're in the position of. And the first matchup, this is a part one of two. The first matchup we're going to look at right now is Bradley against Matt. Bradley, the 5 seed, finished the season at 8-6, 1,537.4 points. Matt Starr, 13-1, amazing regular season, 1,675.8 points for him, cruising to that bye. So let's start with Matt, all right? Matt, I mean, when you look at his team and you think, well, hey, how the heck did he get to 13-1? One of the first things you can think of is, well, he's got Cooper Kupp, right? Cooper Kupp's the man. That's how he got there. But the reality is, when you really look at his team and you look at his draft, 8 of his first 10 picks are still there. But not only are they still there, but they're putting up numbers, all right? So let's look at his team. Tyreek Hill, he's the 4th-ranked wide receiver. Drafts him as this, he was the second receiver taken, but he's sitting at the 4th. Not bad, right? Joe Mixon, he's the number 3 running back. He was taken as the 11th running back off the board. Josh Jacobs, he's the 19th ranked running back, 23rd off the board. Cooper Kupp, 16th wide receiver off the board, sitting at number 1. James Conner, 40th running back off the board. He's the 5th ranked running back this season. Waddle, whatever you want to call him, Jalen Waddle, 22nd ranked wide receiver, took him as the 38th. Mike Williams, the 13th ranked receiver, and he was taken 51st at the wide receiver spot. And his quarterback anchoring him, 9th ranked Joe Burrow, took him as the 13th quarterback off the board. So what does that all mean? From his wide receiver standpoint, he's got the 1st, the 4th, the 13th, and the 22nd ranked wide receivers. And they're all still kicking it. Yeah, Waddle was out last week, but he had COVID, right? And then looking at his running backs, he's got the 3rd, the 5th, and the 19th ranked running backs. And he's got the 9th ranked QB. And then, hey, Logan Thomas, drafted him in the 6th, got injured. No big deal. Dalton Schultz, he's the 5th ranked tight end in the league this year. I don't need to keep harping on it. His injuries were Logan Thomas and Juju Smith-Schuster. But like I said, he's got the 1st, 4th, 13th, and 22nd receiver. His team's loaded. Great draft. Tail end of the draft doesn't matter. Cobb, whatever. Gabe Davis, who came on last week but now has COVID. We'll call Matt Starr's team in this matchup the drafter, because his draft crushed, and it's whether it's by luck or skill, I don't know, but it's been looking good, and his team's looking good, 13-1 in this matchup. Now let's go to Bradley. Bradley wasn't the drafter. We'll call him the manager, all right? So he's been managing his way to the playoffs. Chubb was his number 1 pick. He's only the 14th running back, 14th at his position, drafted 9th overall, but he did only play 11 games. So 14th overall for only playing 11 games so far. Not bad. Justin Jefferson, he's the 3rd wide receiver, 5th one taken. Lamb, the 12th wide receiver, 14th one taken, and he's also missed a game and a half. Darrell Henderson, surprise, maybe not to him, but to me, because I was a big Sony Michel guy. 20th running back, 25th off the board. He's been solid, and he's only played 11 games also. Mostert, well, we all know what happened with him, but Brady, 9th QB, taken off the board, 3rd overall. He was 1st, I think, until this last week. But he's had, late draft pick with Mooney, 26th receiver, but he was the 55th taken off the board. He had Freiermuth at tight end with Higbee being out. Good free agent pickup there. But he's really managed his way. His team looks so different now. You may not know this. The dude started out 1-5. The dude was 1-5. In week 5, he lost a carry 146.9 to 145.2. That just about broke his back, and that put him at 1-4. Well, week 6, he played Andy. He lost 118.3 to 117. So back-to-back And the week before, his score was the third highest, but he happened to play the second highest score. Then he lost to Andy, and the dude was like, "Man, forget this," and he proceeded to go on a 7-1 run to end the season to finish 8-6 overall. His only loss over that time period. Bradley, can you help me out here? That's right. It was Matt Starr, who he's playing this week. So the dude's the manager. Week 7, he won by 8 points. Week 8, he only won by 1 against his wife. Then he won by 5 points. He blew out Darcy the next week, but then he only won by 3. And then he lost to Matt. I mean, he's been in some tough ones, and he's been scratching and clawing his way into the playoffs, into this matchup, and he's hoping he can do it. That's how these teams got here. That's what's going on. This is a good matchup this week, and I look forward to seeing what happens as a result of this one, man. It's going to be a good one. All right.